Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm actually working on my adventure rig here, my first gen Toyota Sequoia, and what I'm going to be doing is installing LFD off-road ruggedized crossbars. The factory roof rack has these crossbars. They're really kind of flimsy. They do okay for some light load carrying, but I wanted something that's going to be a little bit more robust and be able to carry something specific that I want to do, which I will get to in just a second. So we're up here on top of the vehicle and you can see the factory crossbar behind me, but the reason why I wanted to replace these, my main reason, is that I want to be able to mount some solar panels up on top of the vehicle so that I can charge things when I'm out on my adventures and, you know, have my adventure vehicle with a little bit of solar capability. Thought that'd be a cool thing. But then also, if you ever want to mount things that like a high lift jack or something up here, it's a little bit better of a mounting point. Now you could have gone with the full like Prinsu type rack and all that stuff, but honestly they're really expensive, and I really don't have a need for that. A lot of people that do that do like a rooftop tent, and I'm not planning on doing anything like that. All right, so let's get to the install. So I actually had this rack off a couple months ago, and I did a Raptor 2K on the rails of this to make it look a little bit better because they were faded and kind of scratched up. All right, so my goal with this project today is to be able to slide these out without having to remove the entire roof rack. So first step is going to be removing these little plates here. All right, so in order to get this back plate off, you can take like a flathead screwdriver, and there's like a little gap here and you can wedge it up in there. I've already got this one majority off, but I just kind of want to show you all. But once you get a little gap and you're able to get your fingers underneath there, you can just pull this up, and it has a little lip on the front, so you pull that back off and get that out of the way. So once you have that off, you have a lot better access to see what we're dealing with here. We have these two Torx bolts that go in here, and they are a T30 size. I just got a little cheap set of these from Harbor Freight that I have in my tool set. And then underneath of here, make sure that you all can see that, underneath of here are two screws. Now I don't want to take off the whole rack, so in order to access those, I'm actually going to use this here. Let me try to get it set up. So I've got this set of pliers here and a little Phillips bit, and what I'm going to do is just take that and clamp it in there. That way that I have something that I can use to get those loose. Now once I get them loose, I think I should be able just to hand turn them and get the screws loose so that I can pull this whole bracket out. I just spent like 10 minutes looking for a tool that I wish I could find that would make this a lot easier. It's a mini ratchet. I'm gonna link one on Amazon. If you don't have one of these, they're actually really useful, but it worked perfectly for this, but I can't find it, so I'm having to just endure and get this out on my own. All right, so once you get those brackets off, you're gonna wanna loosen these little adjuster things so that they're loose on both sides, and then your bar, your factory bar, will just slide on out. So we're gonna take that one out and take the front one out. All right, so once you have all that off, all your factory bars off, you can actually take all your end caps and everything and put them back on, just doing everything in reverse to put everything back on. Because the cool thing about these bars is the way they're designed, you don't have to have the end caps off to slide the new ones in, because they come with these specialized bolts and T-nuts here that basically slide into the rail, and then as you turn them, they'll lock in, and they lock in so that you can put the rails on without having the ends off. So that's super cool. All right, so the next step is to kind of lay out your roof rails. So I've laid them out here just generally where I think I want them, but I did get the one with the wind fairing, so I'm gonna make sure to put that one on the front. And so it's probably gonna be kind of hard to show, but I'm gonna try to show installing one of these T-nuts and then tighten it down. All right, so I'm gonna open my bag of hardware here, and I'm just gonna show you that you've got the bolt, and it comes with this fancy washer, and they actually include a picture. It looks like two washers stuck together, but it's a specific type of washer that you want to kind of keep together, and it shows a picture in the guide that they send with the kit. But then I'm just going to go ahead and install my T-nut on here and kind of loosely tighten it down. So you can see I've already got one kind of loosely in here. And then what I'm going to do is take this other one, I'm going to slide it into the rail and get it to twist a little bit, and then I'm going to push it all the way up because I'm trying to snug it towards the front. And then I got my 5mm Allen key here, and I'm just going to use that to tighten it down. I'm not going to fully tighten it down yet because I need to do the other side. I'm going to wait till everything is in place before I do the final tightening down of my bolts here. All right, so I'm just gonna repeat that on all the bars. All right, guys, so I've got all the bars mounted. I've got the one with the wind fairing in front, and then I've got the two other bars in the back. I roughly spaced them out for my solar panels up there. Still got to figure out exactly how I'm going to mount those because I want the solar panels to sit actually below where the bars are in case I ever want to car top a kayak up there, that they'll be below that level. So I'm trying to figure that out, exactly how I want to do that. So if you're curious on how I end up doing that, comment below and I'll try to make a video of how I did that and let you all know. Also, if you have any questions, overall, these are a great option instead of getting the full roof rack and all that deal. If you don't need it, I think it's a great option for those out there that need that. You know, this vehicle here is my adventure off-road rig, and you know, yes, this is an outdoor fishing channel, but this is how I get to my adventures. I've got a car camping set up in the back of this, so I can actually camp out in the vehicle. I built it out and everything. So if you want to see that, I can do a full walkthrough sometime. So comment below and put camping if you want me to show how I have it all set up in the back. But that's the main reason for this. You know, a lot of people wonder why I chose this over a Land Cruiser, and the main reason is the engine and the towing capacity and just the space. You can car camp in this. I can tow my boat with it. It's got plenty of space, and it's a great off-road vehicle. And in fact, this past weekend, I will link it up here. I used this vehicle to go to a pretty rough put-in and be able to pull my trailer down in there, engage the four-wheel drive, and get back out. And I really think that if I didn't have such a capable vehicle, I wouldn't have been able to get to the takeout that I went to. So as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.